First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set. 180. 59. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 20. Check 24. Check 24. Alert 3. Alert 3. 6.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Just like that. Just like that. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, check, check.
Here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. General, West. Check 6, go. Check 24, check 24. Quick to edge, quick to edge. Come, come.
Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check hard. Rush in.
Running from the gun, Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Ready, go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
He's not going to get me. Great, great, great.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On second and 2, Newton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
He may try and run for this. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the Detroit expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here we go. 70 and 59. Mark the 59. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that top deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Ready.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
49, check, you're out. 49.
Back to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. To the right and complete to Galladay. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll drop to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Hey, 50, 50's the mark. Ready.
Back to throw here. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. He'll get this one to Galladay. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Bravo! Check 26, check 26.
They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Brian Burns. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Screen play, Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left.
Check 50, check 50.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
2nd and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Johnson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Bryant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Next to score Panthers 35. Lions 14. That's Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in. He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
59 Mike, check.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. He's got a first down. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Watch time.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 4. Greg. Check.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. 29 is a Mike. Mike 20.
Throwing is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Go. Ready.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught. Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Galladay, complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check, check. See it. Here we go. Kill. Alpha. Check 59. Mike is 59.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike. Lock it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Michael Palardy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.